Beloved chosen one, I am Michael, and I have come to speak with you today about something I believe you have been questioning quietly, maybe for longer than you would ever admit out loud. Your worth. Whether you actually matter the way you tell yourself other people matter. Whether you are enough, exactly as you are, without needing to earn your place through constant striving. I need 10 minutes of your time today, because this message was not sent to just anyone. It was sent to you. And I do not believe that was an accident. I have watched you compare yourself relentlessly to people around you, measuring your life against theirs, and quietly concluding that you fall short in ways that matter. I want to address that pattern directly today, because it has been stealing something from you that you deserve to have back, your peace. Beloved chosen one, you were never created to be a copy of someone else's calling. The very qualities you sometimes criticize in yourself, the ones that make you different, the ones that do not fit neatly into what everyone else seems to be doing, those are not flaws to hide. They are often the exact things that were placed in you on purpose. I want to speak honestly about where this feeling of not being enough usually comes from. Sometimes it comes from a wound, a specific moment, a specific person, words spoken that never should have been spoken, that planted a seed of doubt about your value that has been growing quietly ever since. If that is true for you, I want you to hear this clearly. The words that wounded you were never truth. They were reflections of the brokenness in whoever spoke them, not an accurate measurement of who you actually are. You have been carrying someone else's failure as if it were your own identity. And today, I have come to help you set that weight down. I also want to speak to the exhaustion that comes from constantly trying to prove your worth through performance, through achievement, through being endlessly useful to everyone around you, as if rest itself were something you needed to earn. Beloved chosen one, your worth was never tied to your productivity. It was never tied to how much you accomplish in a day, how many people you help, how impressive your life looks from the outside. If you stopped achieving completely tomorrow, your fundamental worth would not change even slightly, because it was never based on what you do in the first place. It was settled long before you ever did anything at all. I want to remind you of something about how value actually works. A rare object does not become more valuable because more people recognize its worth. Its value exists whether or not anyone notices it at all. You are not more valuable on the days people compliment you, and you are not less valuable on the days you feel invisible. Your worth has remained constant this entire time, completely unaffected by how consistently other people have recognized it. I have watched you shrink yourself in certain rooms, beloved chosen one, making yourself smaller so you would not make anyone else uncomfortable, softening your voice, dimming your presence, apologizing for taking up space that was rightfully yours to occupy. I want to gently challenge that pattern today. You were never meant to shrink in order to make other people comfortable with your presence. The people who are meant to walk closely with you will not need you to become smaller. They will simply make room for exactly who you are. Let me speak to something specific. The voice that tells you that you are too much, too sensitive, too intense, too different, too anything at all. I want you to notice how often that voice frames your qualities as excess rather than as strength. Beloved chosen one, what feels like too much to people who were never meant to hold space for you is often exactly the right amount for the people who were. You do not need to dilute yourself to be accepted by everyone. You only need to remain fully yourself for the people who were always meant to find you. Say this with me now, beloved chosen one, whether silently or spoken aloud. My worth was never up for debate. It does not fluctuate based on comparison, performance, or other people's opinions of me. I'm not too much, and I am not too little. I am exactly who I was created to be, and that is enough. I release the pressure to shrink myself, and I release the exhaustion of constantly proving my value. I was chosen exactly as I am. I also want to speak to those of you who have spent years believing that your past disqualifies you from being valuable now, that some mistake, some failure, some season you are ashamed of somehow permanently lowered your worth. Beloved chosen one, hear me clearly. Nothing you have done has ever changed your fundamental value. Your worst season does not define you any more than your best season fully defines you. You are not the sum of your failures, and you are not the sum of your achievements either. You are simply and completely worthy in a way that has never once depended on your track record. I want to remind you as well that comparison will always be a losing game, because you are comparing your full, complicated, behind-the-scenes reality to someone else's carefully curated highlight reel. You will never win a comparison built on that uneven foundation. And beloved chosen one, you were never meant to be in that competition in the first place. Your only race is against the version of yourself from yesterday, and even that race is not about proving worth. It is simply about growth. If this message has reached you at exactly the right time today, comment the words, "I am worthy," so that others who need this exact reminder can find it in this same space. I also want you to consider something practical today. The way you speak to yourself in private moments matters more than you realize. If you have been speaking to yourself with a harshness you would never allow someone else to use toward a person you love, I want you to gently notice that pattern today and begin, even imperfectly, to speak to yourself with the same compassion you so easily extend to others. Before I leave you today, I want you to think of someone in your life who might be struggling with this same quiet sense of not being enough, someone who might need to hear that their worth has never actually been in question. Reach out to them today, beloved chosen one. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can offer someone is simply reminding them that they matter, without requiring anything from them in return. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are not behind, and you are not disqualified by your past. You were chosen exactly as you are, and that has never once been up for negotiation. Subscribe if this message reached you today, beloved chosen one, because tomorrow I return with another message meant exactly for you. Walk in peace, and walk fully as yourself. I remain with you.